Not really posted anything in
months?
Yeah, months, such a long time, but it's just been an absolutely ridiculous summer.
It's been a year, but it's been a successful and fun and busy year, and this video is from a project that we did in July. Probably the biggest project we've done to date.
Yeah, so we're going to take you behind the scenes of how the hell we put together a 2-hour virtual concert, including choirs from all over Europe and as far as Africa.
And I was there for at least half of it.
And you left me in the stitch on my own, editing all the way through the night whilst he drank cocktails in London.
You'll see.
Team play. So today is day one of quite possibly the biggest project we've ever ran in our 10 years of doing music and video production. We're going to be going all over the UK and recording massive choirs and live bands. We're doing the video production and the sound production, so it's going to get pretty involved. Now the video may look different because the only camera we've not got packed for the job left is the Sony 6400 that we keep in our backpacks as a little sort of B-roll, C-roll, D-roll camera. We never really use it, but today we're running behind the scenes with that. And I'm holding this lapel because this is literally the only microphone we've got left that's not packed to actually do the job. Mate, it still works, does the job.
So over the next few days, we're going to be sending cameramen and editors all over the UK, and we're going to use this as an opportunity to show you guys some of the wider team that we use here, including this man over here who's just walked in, called Joe Robbins. Didn't get away with it, did you?
Thought you were going to be a ninja, didn't you?
So behind me we've just set up to record the first choir of the week. Really excited, we've got quite a big setup, so around the room we have 5 different cameras running. We have the ambient light as well as the incredible light coming from the windows behind us, and they are sounding awesome. About to do some sound checks, and then yeah, we'll go for the original takes.
So today we're not only doing the video, we're doing the sound as well. So we've got all these microphones set up around us, big stereo pair there at the Rode N5s, or the Rode NT1s, they're the spot mics for different sections of the choir, and then a DI down for the keyboard. Nice and easy setup, but it's all this kind of standard stuff for this kind of job.
Yeah, we've absolutely smashed. Day one, night one, we recorded 2 songs tonight in this incredible church, St. Paul's over in Scunthorpe. So thank you very much for having us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow where we're in Brighouse filming the second choir.
Gives you power like he said it would. Oh, I gotta tell everybody. I gotta tell everybody. I gotta tell everybody. I feel good. I feel
Day 2 is in a school, so we can't really show you too much behind the scenes because we can't really have kids on camera. But it's similar setup. Today there's no piano, it's just singers. So we ran you through the microphones yesterday. Today, let's point out we're using this Behringer digital desk, so we've got 18 inputs, because next week we've got a really big choir with a massive band, so we're going to need as many inputs and mics as we can. But today, nice and simple, 15 singers, 6 microphones and a lot of cameras. And we've got Oliver. There we go. Crew number 2.
my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
So you've seen the first couple of days behind the scenes recording out on site with some choirs. Now Thursday night this week should be the end of the project for us. We're recording the big final performance. There's Barnsley Youth Choir, all the different choirs that were within that branch, and we're doing I think 8 or 9 performances. But since then the project has got a hell of a lot bigger for us. So we are now producing the overall 2.5-hour virtual concert. Now here's a challenge. The performance on Thursday night finishes at 9 PM. I need to have those 8 or 9 songs. The audio needs to be mixed in Logic, exported. I then need to do a multicam session for all of the individual songs, export those, and have them embedded in the right places by about 12 PM on Friday, so the final film can be exported in time for a YouTube premiere. So that gives me a little over 15 hours from hitting the stop button at the performance to hitting the export button the day after on the main film. So I've got to sleep at some point as well. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be an all-nighter, plenty of coffee. And Jake, you can see him there editing away. He is not even going to be here because it's his girlfriend's 30th birthday. So he's got a fairly good excuse, but he's going to be in London celebrating while I'm up here grafting.
So even though I won't be here for the final performances, I am trying to pull my weight now by putting together the bulk of the film ready for Josh to slot in the performances that he's filming on Thursday night. Now, this film is coming out to be an amazing concert. To be fair, there's choirs from Norway, there's choirs from South Africa, Ireland, there's messages from Malaysia and America and all over the world featuring some of the most talented people I think I've ever seen. And it's an amazing project to be part of. And I'm a little bit gutted that I'm not going to be here on Thursday to help with the performances. But I will get over it with a pint in my hand in London. And I'll buy you a pint when you get there, Josh, as a bit of a sorry.
You better do. For a swift 1 minute, I'm going to get a little bit techie. We are using 5 or 6 Sony 4K cameras, depending on what is required on the day. They're all going to be a mixture of the FX3s, A7 IIIs, FS5. So everything's going to look super, super crisp. Audio-wise, we're using an Allen & Heath SQ6 as the desk, which gives me 32 inputs straight into Logic on my Mac. That is plenty enough to cover a full choir and the amazing band they've got coming down as well. We've got drummers, we've got bass players, guitarists, we've got violinists, we've got keyboards, we've got wind instruments, saxophones, a whole lot. They're not making this easy for me, they're giving a whole heap of stuff to record, but it's just going to make this final performance even more amazing, to be honest. So you can see I've got my big box full of stands, got all my tripods, that's some of our equipment just in storage at the back. I've got all my XLR leads here, like 40 odd of those just in case, and there's a big box full of mics. We've got all sorts of stuff in there to cope with any eventuality. And I think we're pretty much packed and ready to go.
Lights will